Hello and welcome to the TeamMETA College Conference Spring Showdown. I, as always, will be your host, Austin, Asta, whatever you'd like to call me. And today we have yet another doubleheader match for you tonight. It's the University of Colorado up against the University of Kentucky. And on the other side of the pitch, we are going to be having the University of George Mason, some call them George Mason University, up against the University of Alabama. Four great teams from some of the best colleges around the country, and we sure can't wait until we see how all 12 of these players jump down into their pitches today and how they perform in these matches. Certainly there's going to be some high-octane gameplay, some great goals, and I, for one, can't wait to see who comes out on top. And that's enough introduction, really. Let's get right into the action as we jump in to the match. Jumping now into game one of the best of five. University of Kentucky over on the orange, Colorado University on the blue, and we're already straight into the action. Spark finds the ball back over in this blue corner, wants to just try and play it out, see if he'll be allowed to take this out and perhaps get an attack going over on the orange side, and does manage to lob it high and get it pretty deep here as Spark following through again. Well, tap up, looks to try and receive. Oh, he can't quite find the way into the box, but it's back over towards the blue box. Beat trying to take a shot, denied there by the defenders. Graydon wants to come in and try to get one of his own, but it's well tap already there, already fast on the ball, gets a demo as well, and this ball's floating right along the orange goal line, and well tap not able to find it, but gets it there for JOJ, who smacks it over that final line and finds the first goal. 34 seconds in, and already Colorado off to a one-goal start, but Spark Beat trying just to find some way through, and they're able to, but it's not quite able to find its way into the box, and now it's back on this back line. Spark now just looking to deny another one, but it's not going to work out, and Beat finds its way in. And a great job from UK. They get it equalized up at 1-1. There's a minute expired already. But now JOJ up against Apples has to try and deny that first shot. Well tap to follow through. Oh, can't quite get the follow-up hit, but JOJ's there to follow. Well tap just trying to juggle this ball around in the corner, keep it away from these orange side players, but Unfriable Apples gets himself on it. Gets it over to this blue corner, and Spark has to save. It's back to Beat. Back high, and he wants to try and set up Apples, but it's well tapped to steal it away. Back over towards this orange net. JOJ finds it, gets it into the corner, looks to try and get a second touch back over towards net, but he's not able to find it. Graydon just going to boom that ball downfield, and now it's Beat just looking to try and get this one in front of the net. He's not able to do it, but that ball's corralled back over to Graydon. Takes a shot back towards net. Spark now looking to chase. Gets it back over towards the backboard, but JOJ to chase that one out. It's well tap in the corner, just looking to receive it. Sorry, it's Spark. Well tap waiting in mid, trying to see if a pass will come his way. And now he's going up onto the wall as well. Just a fight for possession right now over towards this wall. And Unfriable Apple's going to hit that one back over into the blue. Keeping that pressure on for the orange, or at least for the blue, as they try to just get that ball back past and try to get something on the board. But right now Graydon has to get off, get it over to Beat. 2 minutes 40 left on the clock. We are still equalized in Apples. Oh, it's so close, and Graydon's there to find it, able to find the final hit into the net. 5 seconds away from the halftime mark, and now 1-2 UKYB lead University of Kentucky. They're off to a great start in this game, and they are looking to continue it into the final few minutes. JOJ following through. Spark has to go up to deny. He does. It's back over towards this blue corner, but Graydon not going to allow that one to slip away. It's back over towards Beat. Back over towards Spark, but Spark caught in the air, not a ton of boost, not really a way to get back in front of that one, and Beat's just allowed to take a wide open net and smack it into the bottom right corner. But Spark, oh, that kickoff so close, but no cigar. It's back over, it's along the backboard, and Beat gets it away. Graydon looking to see if he'll be able to capitalize this onto a goal, gets it eerily close, but well tapped to touch it away. Back over towards the blue corner, back over towards Spark. He does a backflip to save, and that's going to set up the ball for Graydon. 4-1 now. UK, the University of Kentucky, off to a phenomenal start right now. 4-1 in the first game here. of the best of 5. Apples goes up, wants to meet that ball high, isn't quite able to get the touch on it, and well tapped to follow. It's actually on, and he's going to follow that one all the way through to the goal, gets the final little touch over the line, and a very well placed and well positioned goal from him. 2-4. The final 100 seconds now underway, and for Colorado, that goal is the first of 3 that they need to try and secure overtime, but they've already found 2. Well tap coming up absolutely huge, and just like that, 100 seconds eroded down to 94, and University of Kentucky, they're still leading by 1, but they're gonna need to hold on to it, because right now Colorado putting up real contention to get this into overtime. Back over towards mid. Green to chase this one into the blue corner. It's a little bit too high for any sort of follow-up touch into net, but well tap looking just to try this one out. Slow, controlled, looking to try and get it past whoever he can. Gets it past 2, can't get it past the 3rd, and now the follow-up hit coming through from the Kentucky side. That leads to a double touch. Sorry, not a double touch, a pinch coming out of those boys in blue, and they're able to get it so close to the orange net, but it's saved away again. And you're just seeing Kentucky, some great defense coming up here. They know the mistakes they made to allow those past 2 goals in. They do not want to allow a 3rd in a row and a 4th equalizing goal to be scored here. So they are just playing back, playing patient, playing solid, and not allowing this ball to get any sort of dangerous angle on net. Getting a few attacks of their own underway. Another ball finds its way back towards that blue box, but it's Graydon to try and chase it out. Beat following. It's back over into this corner. Graydon once again trying to receive, but it's just touched away in time. It's back over to the corner. Apples takes a shot to try and clear it away, but it's not quite able to make connection. It's back over to Graydon again with 10 seconds to go. It just looks like for the University of Kentucky side, they have put up a good enough fight. They're going to be able to hold on to this 1-goal lead, and while Colorado made it close, made it scary, UK hold on and take the first game of the best of 5. Kentucky off to a strong start in the series, leading by 1, but Colorado making game 1 close and going to be looking to try and equalize it out here in game 2. Already the ball finding its way close to that orange net, but quickly cleared away there by Beat. But Spark not wanting this one to float too far away from contention. Graydon goes up to steal away off the ceiling, and now Beat looking to try and boom this one back over towards the blue. Graydon finds it. It's a down pass, but oh, it's touched away immediately, and now Well Tap's looking to try and get it past Apples, but not able to find anything past the man as he dribbles it back down over towards that blue net. And now Beat trying to look perhaps to see if he can get a down pass over towards his teammates, but it's not quite going to find it. Too many defenders there ready to boom away, and the ball finds its way back over towards the orange. And for Kentucky, this is a little bit risky. JOJ sees a shot, and is he going to hit it? He does. A pogo from up high to secure it right along the top crossbar, and Colorado take the first game, or not the first game here, the first goal here of game number 2, getting right back into this one. Apples trying to get himself reinserted into the play. It's over to Graydon, a boom back over towards that blue net, but Spark on the wall gonna quickly touch it away. Back over to Apples, wants to try and get this one centered right up, isn't quite able to find a shot. Beat to follow through, gets it back over, it's gonna center up, but oh, Graydon so close but no cigar, not able to smack that one into the box. And Apples now looking to see if he can get a center back on board. Well Tap takes it, gets it past 2, now looking to see if perhaps Graydon, if he can get this back on net. JOJ sees it, it's a beautiful fake, but Well Tap's already here, and Well Tap's gonna shut it down, but Apples still chasing that ball, manages to get it over off the left crossbar, and a floating ball right along that goal line finds its way back over towards mid, back over to Graydon, who looks to try and flick it past. He gets a double touch off the clear and manages to secure in the equalizer. What the heck is that out of Graydon? Great job from him, and great job from the University of Kentucky as they equalize it back up 1-1. Colorado still looking formidable, still looking like they could come in here and try to sneak in a goal past the defenders. Beat a little bit too close for comfort there, but Spark looking to try and reinsert himself, finds the ball, gets a center. Oh, JOJ can't get himself over there in time though, and now into the corner. Welltap trying to chase this out as Graydon looks to clear, does manage to get it over into the blue, over into the corner. JOJ takes a hit. It's back over towards Unfriable Apples, a back pass not connecting on anybody. Oh, but Graydon manages to readjust himself and get himself back over in front of the ball. Now it's JOJ looking to try and set something up, and he does get it past the defender, but can't find the box, and that's going to lead this ball right back over to Spark, right back over towards this net. Apples has to go up high to deny. He does, and now it's JOJ trying to hammer off a shot. It's back to Graydon, back down pitch, and Beat looking to see if he can receive that backwards. He looks on target to do it, but it's quickly touched away, and now JOJ looking to get in the way of Graydon, does manage to insert himself. Beat goes up to fight him, and now this ball free floating back towards the blue net. Welltap reinserting himself, gets it back over. Apples tries to fight, isn't quite able to get it out of harm's way, but Beat follows through, and a boom down pitch. 2 minutes left in the game, and still we are equalized 1-1. Spark finds the ball. Oh, it's back to the corner, and that should be a ball getting safely out of harm's way for Kentucky. It does, and now Beat a shot back over. It's high, tries to get it to Graydon, tries to drop it down, isn't quite able to get it on target. Now Apples finds a clear, and JOJ takes it from the corner and smacks it into the box. Really didn't think he could find an angle from that position, but he's able to find one and manages to get this lead back. And now, with only 90 seconds to go, UK have to try and find something to equalize this, because Colorado, we saw throughout game 1, they were able to fight themselves back into contention, and now they're looking to try and seal it off here and equalize up the series. Welltap goes forward, gets that ball away. It's back over to Apples, back over to JOJ, and now Spark looking to boom it. He does, and now it's back over towards Beat. Back over towards this orange side, and as Beat dies, this is getting worse and worse for Kentucky. The ball's so close to this net. Is it going to find its way in? No, Beat denies. It's back over to Apples, trying to get this up the pitch. Does find it to the wall. 50 seconds to go, and still they need to find the first. It's off the top crossbar. It's back over towards mid. Apples is waiting for it, rolls it towards net. JOJ denies. Graydon goes forward to take that hit back over towards the blue, and now Beat wanting to see if perhaps he can smack that in. He gets it on target, but Welltap just to tap it out of harm's way. Beat trying to sneak that one in, isn't quite able to find it. It's a high shot down low, and Apples comes through to finish the job. 2-2 with 26 seconds to go. Very well could see overtime here in game number 2. And right now for UK, oh my goodness, such a fast attack coming out of the Colorado side, but it's quickly denied, and now it's immediately back on the other foot. Such a strong offensive presence over here next to the blue net. 9 seconds to go. They need to try and find something here from either side. Welltap takes the ball, looking to try and perhaps sneak it in there before the last second. Oh, but we get overtime. No boost there on Welltap, leaves him with little to do in that corner, and now the ball bouncing over towards the blue immediately off the kickoff. Not a great look, and Welltap, no connection. That's a shot, and Beat gets it in. 3-2. UK go up 2-0 in the best of 5. UKYB up 2-0 right now in the best of 5. We go into game 3, jumping straight into the kickoff, and University of Colorado going to have to come out strong here and start to find something. We've seen them try to claw their way back time and time again throughout the match, and it's finally time for that effort to bear fruit. It has to, if they want to make this reverse sweep a reality. Right now the ball just a fight for possession over in mid, back and forth, finds its way over towards the orange backboard now, and Spark trying to get forward there and take advantage of the open net. Doesn't quite find the timing. The defender's back, and now it's forced right back over to this blue side, and you're seeing Graydon, oh my goodness, gets a double tap potential on board, finds it near that backboard, but isn't able to get it past the defender. Spark trying to smack one in himself. It's a little high, and Graydon takes it back over to the wall, carrying it back now over into this Colorado side, where now Kentucky Kentucky looking to see if perhaps they can strike as Apples kills it mid. Graydon goes up to receive. Well tapped there as well with JOJ trying to see if they can get this away. And now it's actually Spark goes up to meet the ball, meets Graydon as well, and JOJ has to clear that one. Apples in mid waiting. Well tap goes up to try and meet him, and Spark actually manages to touch it straight up and get it cleared away off that orange side player. But now JOJ looking to try and get something set up himself, and he manages to drop it over right in front of that goal, let it bounce its way in, and Colorado finding the first lead here of game 3, a crucial one as they need to try and find a few more, or at least just hold this Kentucky side, which has been so good at scoring throughout the match. Just try to see if they can hold them to none. Right now, Colorado feeling the offense. They want to try and get this ball back, but it's getting pushed closer and closer to their own net. Apples trying to make some sort of play happen over into the blue side of the pitch, and it ends up being bumped right away. Spark wants to get this out of his own end. JOJ finds the ball mid, but with no boost to follow that one up, has to drop it off over next to the wall. Well tap, wanting to follow that one through, forced to hit it over into an orange side player. A demo occurs, and that's going to leave the ball bouncing back over, and well tap now, just looking to try and get it away. Spark, a demo onto Apples, opens up an opportunity to play back into this one. Graydon finds the ball, wants to try and hit it away, meets two players in the corner. There was a 2v2, and now it's bouncing straight back over towards the Kentucky goal as, oh, it's going to be Graydon looking to try and jump up, trying to carry this one away, and look at that. He's managed to get it all the way over here into the blue corner, tries to work there with the teammate to get it over into the net. Apples tries to follow that one through, not able to find it, but Graydon is not letting this ball go. Back into the corner, gets it lobbed over near net. Beat coming through to try and smack it in, and Apples is there to receive. It's off the top crossbar, straight into Apples, and straight into the net to tie it back up. Kentucky want to close this one out in 3, and they equalize the game to give themselves another shot at it. One goal now for either team with only 2 minutes left on the clock could be the decider. And now we're going to see which team will be the first to take it, and all Spark just going to boom it right back down into the orange, right back up against that Kentucky goal. They want to keep the pressure up, and Graydon, he's just juggling this ball around. Demos happening left and right onto his teammates, but he's just maintaining possession, doesn't want to allow any sort of shot. JOJ wants to prove the opposite, gets it back over towards that net. Beat trying to chase it out. Apples manages to get a pass out of that situation, and oh, Beat passing it straight back over, doesn't quite manage to connect, and Spark now with an opportunity to try and play it away, takes it to the wall, starts to play this over into the orange corner, gets it up, it's rolling over, and oh, it's touched away. Graydon not quite able to clear it away immediately, does just stall, but finally following that ball through. Oh, it's a pass that's cleared away quickly. Well tapped, trying just to get in front of this, trying to find a way to get it away. Beat fires one off, and they take the lead. Kentucky with 58 seconds to go, they're up 2-1 now here in game 3. They're leading 2-0, and if they claim this one, that'll be it. It'll be a clean sweep for them. In Colorado, they're trying to find something here to keep themselves in it. Beat a little bit pumped to the goal. Spark goes through, Spark hits it, and that's an equalizer on the board. 2-2, ladies and gentlemen. 46 seconds left to go, and Colorado tie it back up. JOJ, an excellent opportunity to score. That's going to be the lead. Colorado from losing to winning in under 10 seconds flat. Oh my goodness, from 1-2 to 3-2, and now it's them in firm control. Apples waiting in the goal, wants to see if perhaps he can get that one away. Beat gets a touch. It's going to be a demo there onto one of those orange side players, and Well Tap following the ball as well, and now Colorado looking almost certain just to take this one away. From the precipice of defeat, they managed to hold on, and wow, oh my goodness, 5-2. Every single player, let's pull the scoreboard up real quick. A hat trick for JOJ, great work from him. And every single member of that Colorado team contributing to this one. Wow, that is just an impressive comeback from them here in the end. They salvage game 3 right right from the edge of just being knocked out of the map entirely. And what mental fortitude is that out of the blue-sided Colorado players? Ladies and gentlemen, we've got a match on our hands, and we'll be jumping back in to game number 4 here in a second. But for now, Colorado survive, and it's 2-1 as they try to get the reverse sweep underway. We jump into game 4. Colorado coming back in game number 3 to put themselves in contention to take this match. They need to get one more to tie it up and fight their way into game 5. And right now, Kentucky, you can tell they're hungry. They do not want to allow this one to slip away. And right now, Graydon just trying to see if he'll be allowed to get this ball out of his own end. Can't quite get the initial touch. It's back over. It's along the backboard for the orange side. And Kentucky, they need to try and find a way to get this away because Weltap's setting up Spark. And oh, that ball's on. It has to be saved. Graydon able to jump his way in front of the net and get that one out of harm's way. 30 seconds in, the ball being turned right back over in to the Colorado side. And Beat wants to follow this one up, goes high. Wants to see if he'll be allowed to drop this down in front of the net. He is. Apples tries to come through and smack in the goal. Isn't quite able to find it. And now it's Spark to try and lob this ball away. He does. Graydon goes up to meet. It's centered down towards mid, and that leaves Weltap with the ball. He takes it, gets it back over. Beat steals, and now JOJ looking to try and get that one away. Isn't quite able to get the touch. Graydon gets it on net, and that's going to be Kentucky taking the first lead here of game number 4. Great work from them. Under a minute here to get themselves a lead in the game. They're saying, you know what, we're just going to say that game 3 was a fluke. We're still here to win it out in 4. They want to try and power their way through to the end and Beat potentially with the opportunity to get a second goal on board. Oh, Weltap gets himself in the way. Does not allow that one to go any closer to the net. Graydon wants to try and chase this. Gets it a little bit too high off that touch. Now it's back over to Beat. Back over to Apples. It's actually lobbed towards. It's off the backboard, off the crossbar. And JOJ there to try and follow it through. It's back along the net. Apples can't quite hit the connection. It's going to be met over towards mid, and now Beat looking to try and get this one away. JOJ goes up to meet him high, forces that ball over towards that left wall, and now Spark looking to see if he'll be allowed to take this one away. It's back over to Graydon. Back over towards that blue net, into this corner now where JOJ wants to try and fight out here. Actually manages to force the ball up back into that aggressor and forces it away. This is right near the goal. It's saved away. And for Kentucky, they're going to be very happy with getting that one denied. So close to equalizing up the game here. So close to really the halftime mark. And if it gets equalized soon, Apples has to deny another shot. There's going to be plenty of time for Colorado to try and strike back. Right now, it is still Kentucky holding the lead. Could be a 2-goal lead. Oh, JOJ waits back in goal patiently and denies that side shot from the wall. It's back over to Weltap. He wants to try and get something back on board for the offense of this Colorado side. It's so close to net. JOJ finding it. Weltap bumps Spark, and that's going to leave this ball uncontested towards the net, and uncontested for a bit too long. Apples tries to take it away. It's back over. Beat not quite hitting the connection he needs either. Spark takes a shot. It's a little bit high. Can he hit the double touch? He can't. It's over to the corner. Beat following this one out, gets it into this corner. Apples wants to try and fight it away, is able to do so. He's got a hefty amount of boost too. It's a 1v1 against Weltap. Weltap wins it. It's back over to Beat, trying to take this fight against Spark. Spark meets, gets a demo out of it, and now Weltap's trying just to chase this one away. Graydon all the way to the opposite wall, manages to get in front of that ball, manages to try and get a touch, but it's right back along the orange side posts. As you can tell, it is just such strong offense coming out of Colorado right now. They want to try and equalize this game, but we're now in the final 100 seconds. No goals on the board for them, but a nicely placed shot. Beat saves it away. It's back over towards JOJ and Spark, but bumps coming out on the Colorado side. It's pandemonium as they try to chase down that equalizing goal. They just can't quite seem to find it. The 100 seconds dissipating to 80. Apples finds the ball. It's back to the blue corner, back to Graydon. Weltap takes it. It's over towards mid, trying to meet there against JOJ. He does, and now it's Beat just floating midair. He can't quite do anything with this. Apples takes a shot. Weltap kills it. 66 seconds to go. Still a 1-goal game right now, and this could decide the match. Kentucky looking strong. They're putting up good defense and not allowing anything to break through for Colorado, but a demo comes through. Spark finds the ball. JOJ can't save it, and that's the equalizer. Nicely played from Colorado. That demo opening up the prime window of opportunity to strike and get that equalizing goal back on board. But Apples gets the ball right near the goal line. Beats there to follow. Apples, he denies it right along that line. JOJ probably would have denied it anyway, but now the counterattack is strong here as Spark wants to play it back out. Well tap kills it high. It's on net. It's actually on target, and Creighton can't save. Well tap with a sky-high pogo shot right off the ceiling manages to secure a 1-goal lead, and now we were 60 seconds away from Kentucky taking this game uncontested, and now Colorado has fought their way back and they lead by 1 themselves. 20 seconds to go, and now Kentucky, they've been putting up some good defense, some good offense as well, but they need to try and see if they can find a second goal here in the remaining 10 seconds. That ball's over on the orange side backboard. Welltap wants to try and get a third, isn't going to be able to do it. Beat finds the ball. Sparks there to fight. Not going to be able to fully deny. Graydon's there to follow. It's off the backboard. Welltap just keeping that ball in the air. Apple's going to do it a little bit further, but that's it. It's 2-2, and we find ourselves in a game 5. A tense series. Colorado bring it back, and now we're in game number 5. Kentucky, Colorado. It's a best of 1 at this point, and whoever takes this final game will win out this match. It's back over towards mid. It's stopped right next to the goal line and beat. 7 seconds in, all 3 members of the Kentucky side getting involved in this one, and it's an easily sunken first goal. 7 seconds in, and already the orange side off to a start. Apples trying to get in a second, and immediately Colorado forced to play some defense right off the bat. It's already a 1-goal lead, but of course we've seen how that has played out in game number 4, so no writing Colorado out of this one yet. JOJ doing his best to stall that ball over into the corner. 30 seconds gone, and Apples wants to try and start another attack. It's a lob back towards net. Spark trying to maneuver himself to get in front of that, but the teammate gets it away. Beat now uncontested, but with no boost, can't quite get a shot on net. Spark trying to follow this one through. It's on target. Is that one going to go in? Creighton, he manages to go inside the net, saves it against that crossbar, and gets it out. The equalizer denied, and Colorado is going to be a little bit pissed about that one, but Apples goes up to meet the ball. Kentucky want to strike fast off of that clear, and it's going to be another goal. Sunk it in. Unfriable Apples. Not quite a 7-second goal, but a nicely impressive one nonetheless. 3 minutes 57 left to play with, and this time, unlike game 4, Kentucky have found a second. They're up 2 goals now. Welltap not able to deny that one either. The ball looked like it was going to find itself into the crossbar. He goes up just to try and backboard it away, ends up dropping, and the ball finds its way between him and the crossbar, and he gets it down into the net. Unfortunate there from Welltap. And that is going to be even more unfortunate when you think about the mentality that's going to start coming out. 4-0. Apples smacks in another, in Kentucky. They seem to be a little upset with how the series has gone the last 2 games. They want to show more of that offensive firepower, and they are coming out in droves. Look at this. It's 90 seconds into the match. A 4-0 lead already out of the orange. And the University of Kentucky going to be very happy with the scoreline at the moment. Colorado going to have to put up a strong offensive showing, and right now they are being forced back against their own goal. Look at this. Spark finds the ball, has to try and play this out against Apples, can't quite read it, and that's going to be right back into the corner. Beat to follow, wants to try and redirect that on, can't quite find it. Graydon's not there to receive, and that's going to leave this ball right back over towards the orange net, and just like that, Welltap smacks in the first of 4 needed for Colorado to equalize this game and put it back in overtime contention. And with 3 minutes to go, it's a tall ask. They definitely are capable on this Colorado side, but with the way that Kentucky's playing right now, every single player just taking shot after shot at net, how are they going to find a way through? It's back over to Graydon. Wants to take this shot back towards net. It's met by a defender. Beat to follow. Over off this backboard. Oh, he tries to go for the double touch. Sparks not having it. A quick denial. We find ourselves at the halftime mark. A 3-goal lead over for Kentucky. 4-1. And now Spark wants to try and play this one away, but oh my goodness! Beat sees the clear, sees the dribble to get it away, and steals it off the hood of a blue side car to smack it into that net. And 5-1 is what we find ourselves at now. Oh my goodness, Kentucky absolutely showing up. They do not want to allow this match to slip away. And with 4 goals separating these two teams, Colorado is going to have to pull something out of the playbook to start hammering in some goals. It's back over towards the orange side. That's the start of the play for the Coloradians. I don't know how you say the name of people from Colorado, but they're looking for the goal nonetheless. JOJ, it's back over towards mid. Well tapped to receive. Wants to try and keep this offense alive. Gets it back towards the corner. Uses up the last of his boost. Beat reads it out, and it's JOJ trying again just to keep it offensively viable, but with 2 defenders right there ready to steal it away. Nothing comes of it, and now there's only 90 seconds to go. 4 goals still separating these two teams, and it's still Colorado that are being put up against this tight defense of the Kentucky side. And you know what? They say the best defense is a good offense. Graydon proves that right then and there. A 6th goal coming through. A 5-goal lead for the University of Kentucky. And unfortunately for Colorado, that time just keeps ticking lower and lower. It looks like, unfortunately, unless they can pull something out of the hat, which perhaps could start right now. A narrow goal denied right along that orange side net. And now looking to see if perhaps they can find any way to get this ball back into contention. Spark finds it, tries to get it mid. Welltap sees it, but isn't quite able to find the angle. JOJ can't find it either. That's going to be a turnover right back over towards the Kentucky side. And a double person meet right there along the blue side defense. Leaves a wide open net, and Welltap takes it. 2-6. 4 goals separating these two teams and 43 seconds to play with. It's going to need to be a goal about every 10 seconds here out of Colorado. Let's see how they start out this attack. Spark, a strong pinch right up towards the ceiling. Welltap wants to try and hit it low, isn't able to get there in time, and now it's Spark trying to get this one away. It's right back over. JOJ not able to hit a connection with no boost. He's forced to fall back. 25 seconds to go. And unfortunately, for the Colorado side, Kentucky has put up too good of an offense. Look at this, 6-2. They're going to take this match 3-2. And for Colorado, you know what? You might be losing the match, but you definitely can walk away from this one knowing that you put up a good fight, knowing that this series was close, and they'll come back next time looking to get more wins. But for now, it's Kentucky taking the match 3-2. Kicking off in the first game of the best of 5, it's GMU on the blue, it's Alabama on the orange, and they're into the first kickoff right off the way. Wonders already going for this first hit. It's over to the backboard right on top of that goal, but it's going to find its way over to Buck. Can't quite hit the double touch, doesn't quite have the space to do it. So Cole Baby coming through, trying to see if he can salvage the offense here. And with 2 orange players still in this play, Alabama with a pretty good scoring opportunity, but JK is going to take it away. It's back over towards this corner, towards the Alabama side now, and you're just seeing right now a little bit of a game of Pong as Wonders tries to set this back up towards mid. Buck receives, but it's back to this corner, and with no boost on Wonders, he has to try and fall back, but with a shot being hammered off at this net, oh, it doesn't find its way in. C10 tries to fire one off as well, but it can't find its way into the box, and JK, the follow-up shot just wide. Gets a demo, though. That's going to weaken this offense going back into the blue half, and now they're going to be able to start chasing this ball away. It's Elatek going up to meet. C10 goes through as well to try and steal this away. Oh, and a stolen 50 coming through from Alabama. Almost finds its way into the net for that first goal, but it's denied by the crossbar and bounces away safely. 3 minutes 45 to go. And still no goals scored yet, but JK getting this pretty deep into the orange. Elatek trying to see if he'll be allowed to find a shot. He can't quite, but now it's back over. Back over to Buck. Wants to try and get an attack underway. Cole Baby with more boost, and JK just going to be trying to play this one up pitch back over to the corner. C10 reads it, does try to take it out, and Wonders just wants to play this into the corner himself. Buck reading it, tries to go up, it's a shot on, and oh, Elatek has to come back through to try to find it. C10 on the approach, jumps in, looking to see if he'll be allowed to take this one away. And with 3 minutes left on the clock, we are still goalless here in game number 1. We're about 30 seconds away from the halftime mark, and Colebaby wants to try and get an attack underway right now. Buck stealing away that clear, trying to set up another passing play, but unfortunately just sets up C10. It's back over towards mid. Just stopped along that line. As you can see, still 2 Alabamans trying to get that through. They're not quite able to find it. Wonders, the last man back. Buck's now rotated back to assist as well. C10 trying to get this over to JK. Oh, can't quite find the shot, but the follow-up, oh, it's a little too slow, gets away in time, and now all 3 Alabama players trying just to force this issue. It's back over to Cole. He finds it, gets it back over towards net. Buck finds a shot, and he hits it into the top right corner. What the heck is that from Buck? Sees a shot from the corner of his eye, a pass coming through, and jumps up to hit it behind the back and score that in. A beautifully played hit from him, a great pass, and that sets up the first goal here for the University of Alabama. Colebaby just trying to make sure it doesn't slip away, wants to hold on to this ball, take it over to the left corner. C10 to try and follow this one out. JK wants to try and deny this play, but Buck actually forcing him to fall all the way back to the corner, sets up a pass. Oh, and Colebaby, it's barely off, but it finds that top crossbar. Elatek, a pass right down, and oh, what a smart save coming out of Wonders. Knows that player is going to beat him to the ball unless he hammers it into his own crossbar. He does, saves it away, and that might just be what denies the equalizer. The final 100 seconds back into it. C10 lobs another one at net, finds the backboard. Elatek trying to follow through. It's not quite going to work out though, and Wonders follows through with the hit of his own. It's back to the orange corner. Back over in front of net. C10 does manage to dribble it a bit over near that net, and Buck gonna get a nice clear back over into the blue. C10 a touch back towards mid. Colebaby trying to fire off a shot. Doesn't quite find the net, but JK goes up to receive it, and now 75 seconds to go. Still, George Mason trying to find this equalizing goal. Only one needed to tie this match up and get into overtime, but with that clear, the ball finding its way even further from the Alabama net. Wonders taking the ball, wants to set something up. It's a pass over in front of the net. Oh, it doesn't find a connection, and that's going to leave with the ball finding its way back over to JK. It is rolling near that orange, or sorry, that blue box. And the orange just can't quite seem to get it into the net, but right now, with the lead still heavily favoring them over on the Alabama side, at least in terms of the time ticking down, there's definitely still a winning situation, but C10 hammers off one at the last second there in front of the net. You thought surely that was a save, but it's too fast and it's into the top left of net. He secures that equalizing goal, and we were saying with the time ticking down, that 1-goal lead heavily favoring the Alabama side, and just as I say it, C10 comes through to get the George Mason University Patriots back into the match, and JK comes through to get them into the lead. Ladies and gentlemen, Alabama in a lead for most of this game for about 2 minutes straight, and then GMU come back, and in under 15 seconds they rip that lead right back. Elite KV, which I'm just now realizing is how you say his name, is trying to pressure this one up. JK finds it into the corner. It's back over. It's centering up. This could be a play back over into the net. Buck wants to try and get this away. Does not want to let it touch the ground. Colebaby backs up to try and keep it alive, but Elite kills it, and that will send us in to game number 2. GMU lead 1-0. George Mason University, the University of Alabama, 2 great teams going up head-to-head. We find ourselves now in a match point situation. GMU lead 2-0, and we're going to be seeing if they can convert this into a clean sweep. JK already trying to get the attack underway. C10 finds a ball, finds the shot, and a nicely played angle from him to just drop it into that top right corner. 11 seconds, and they've already struck, and it's looking like the Patriots are here to try and win it out in 3. Alabama, we've seen, of course, what they're capable of. We know that they can bring this match immediately back in their favor. But we're going to have to see if they can get through the stonewall defense that GMU has been putting up. 4-2, the point score of the last game. Wonders wants to see if perhaps he can capitalize onto a situation. Colebaby finds it in the corner. C10 goes to stop, and Buck, a surprise from the back, comes through to assist on that shot. Does manage to win it over in front of the blue net again, but you're seeing it's still just a fight to try and get it on, and Elite has to go up to save. It's back over. Buck just reading there against JK, and it's going to be a center. C10 with an opportunity, another one, and he hits that one as well. C10 in under 57 seconds manages to secure 2 goals and put George Mason University into a 2-0 lead. Wonders finds the ball, wants to try to go forward. 2 goals now necessary to secure overtime here for the Alabamans. Hope that's how you say that. Now JK wants to take this out of the orange side corner. Is not successful. Finds its way right back over into the blue. Wonders wants to set up something himself. Cole Baby already setting up. Oh, a shot. It's a little too high, and Elite kills it regardless. C10 wants to follow. Isn't quite able to get the shot on it. Wonders has to force up late. JK already on that ball. Cole Baby wants to follow up into a pass, and he gets it over to Wonders. It's a back pass right to him. Buck, the last man in that rotation, isn't quite able to find a shot, but it's off the backboard. It's centering up. Wonders finds a shot. He can't find the net, and it's back over into the blue corner. C10 trying to get this away as GMU hold on to this 2-goal lead. Buck, a down pass. Oh, it's so fast, but JK's faster, jumps in front of the ball and saves away the first of 2 necessary. Cole Baby firing off one, gets a double touch right off the top crossbar, and finally the work to get that first goal bears fruit. Alabama just pressuring that blue side net for so long, and finally George Mason cracks. It's back over. It's into the orange. Cole Baby wants to play this away. JK trying to read it off the wall. 3 minutes left of gameplay. Buck finds an open net, and that's the tie. 2-2. 2 minutes 48 remaining on the match, and now we've gotten 4 goals scored. We said in game 2 it hadn't been seen before. Well, it looks like we're seeing it again. A tied match, 2 minutes 44 to play with, and now it's going to be a question of which of these teams will break the silence first. Is it going to be Alabama to start to bring back their chances in a reverse sweep opportunity, or is it going to be George Mason looking to clean this one out in 3? Cole takes the first initial clear. It's back over towards Wonders. He gets a shot on net. Oh, but Elite clears it away before it can get too close for comfort. It's back over to Cole. Another fired off shot, not quite on, and JK, an easily cleared ball back over towards mid. JK wants to try and follow that one as well. He's not going to be allowed. Cole, his shot not quite on, but now starts the Alabama pressure. They want to try and force this into the blue, force this right up against the wall, and see if they can just pressure goal after goal, but C10 breaks through. He fires off a shot. It's not going to complete the hat trick, though, and now it's right back over to JK. He's trying to clear this out of the George Mason side. They do find its way over into the orange. My Siri goes off just to spite me, and now with 100 seconds left to play with, we still find ourselves tied. It's 2-2. It's almost 90 seconds to go, and still they're looking for something. It's a pass to C10. Buck intercepting fast, and that could be the saving grace there of that offense. It looks like that allows for an offensive switch as well, as now Cole coming through wants to fire off a shot. He's met by C10. It's going to lead to Wonders coming through with a last-second shot, and Elite saves it. Gets underneath, kills it high, and manages to get that ball back over into the mid. But still, this pressure ramping up. This ball trapped over into the blue, and still Alabama looking to see if they can capitalize and come away with a win here. And it's only right now 1 goal necessary, a golden goal situation to break away and secure this game. For George Mason, though, secure the match. Cole Baby already falling back, wants to just get a more defensive position there against that ball, and Buck actually comes through to take it away. Wonders gets corralled off, and that actually allows C10 to get right back in. Try to fight his way back over. JK reads the pass, but Wonders once again just not going to allow it by. It's back over. Wonders finds it one more time, gets it into mid. C10 this time to receive. Buck waiting, wants to try and deny. And it looks like he's trying to set up a passing play. It's over off the backboard, but one additional touch gives it just the bit of distance it needs. Breaks away. 10 seconds now. And ladies and gentlemen, we might be seeing overtime. JK wants to deny it. The ball finds itself mid. Buck potentially with a shot. Wonders to follow, and oh, what a save to deny the goal at the buzzer, as we are likely going to see overtime. Wonders wants to secure it. It's going to be a lob. It's an opportunity, but JK kills it to the corner. Will he kill it to the ground, though? Cole Baby keeping keeping it up, keeping it on offensive capabilities, and that's just going to be killed. It's back to the ground, and we're going to see George Mason, Alabama, 2-2 in the game, but which of these teams will come away with the one extra game necessary to get this match underway? If it's Alabama, we get a game 4. If it's George Mason, this will, of course, be the end of the best of 5. Elite finds the ball, gets it over into the corner. Wonders wants to set it up. It's a pass. Oh, it's a perfect center, but nobody there to claim it for GMU. And we're seeing Alabama just trying to chase this one out of their own end. They find it into the blue. It's over in the corner. JK and Elite want to try and clear this one out. A little bit of confusion as to which one's going to take the shot, and it gets over to Buck. He gets it back mid. Cole Baby trying to set something up. It's back over, floating right in front of JK, and he takes it past Buck. Can he get it past Wonders? He can. Oh, he succeeds, and it's right over to C10, who tries to take a shot, but a narrow save right along the line. Every single player from Alabama trying desperately to keep this ball away from the orange side of the pitch, and finally they're successful. Buck finds the ball. It's over into the blue corner. It's over towards JK. It finds its way past, and this is a breakaway. They get it over to the wall. They're trying to get this past the defenders. Oh, but Wonders reads it so perfectly, waits on the wall, receives, and shuts down. It's over to Elite and C10. JK there to follow as well. JK's actually fallen back, and that favors this situation perfectly. Elite lobs it up. C10 waiting in the corner, wants to play it off the wall. He gets it over to JK. It's a fired off shot, but Buck denies. It's back to Cole Baby. Now following along this right wall. Cole trying to set up something over towards mid, and Wonders, Buck, both waiting to receive this ball, but unfortunately Cole can't find any sort of hit there to allow for a shot to come through, and C10 just going to clear that one away. It's over to Wonders. C10 forcing the issue. It's a pinch that forces the ball mid, but JK is already ready to receive it. Forces up. Elite trying to follow as well. It's met there in a 50 against Wonders, and Wonders wins the ball over into the blue side of the pitch. GMU, they have to try and keep possession of this ball. They don't want to allow any shots to come out of the Alabama side. They know exactly how hard that can get once those shots start to come through. Reminder, they were leading 2-0. Alabama has fought their way back into this overtime. We're going to see if they can complete the comeback story. JK, take it into the corner. Buck with a potential opportunity for a shot. He tries to pass it over. It's not going to quite work out. Wonders now finds the ball deep into his own end. Wants to try and play it away. Elite forces the issue, steals the boost. C10's there, touches it off the ceiling. That's dropping down. It's a banged out shot right across the pitch, and now you're seeing it's back over towards Wonders. Finds its way deep now into the blue, but with limited boost there from the orange side aggressor, it's going to find its way back to JK, who's going to fire off a shot. Cole kills it to the corner quickly. JK, no boost for himself, but gets it over. Elite tries to pressure, and now it's C10 to try and make a play. It's over in the corner. It's centering up. It's over. Oh, Elite not able to get there before the defenders, but JK does, and that ends the match. GMU take it 3-0 with a 3-minute overtime goal. Wow, what great matches we got to see on the pitch today. Congratulations, of course, to the University of Kentucky for their nail-biting 5-game win against the University of Colorado. And on the other side, you know what? While Alabama may have gone out 0-3, at least they're going to come back next time and knowing that they've learned a few things. But for now, George Mason University stays strong and delivers the 3-0 sweep. That's all we have for today. Thanks for watching. Have a great one.